Away from the boisterous rallies and his speeches brimming with confidence, I discovered a much more reflective Donald Trump when we sat down for an interview today. One who acknowledges the Trump we've been seeing on the campaign trail is not exactly the one you'd see in the White House. But I began by asking him if he believed the polls would have him leading here by double digits.
No, I don't believe anything. I mean, I really want to see. There's only one poll that counts, and that poll is being taken today. So we'll see what happens. I think we're doing well. I mean, we have great popularity. I go around, and everybody is liking what we did. We had an arena last night with 5,000 people in it, and it was during a blizzard. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it's going to be pretty soon.
You sound almost nervous about.
Well, I'm tentative. You just don't know. I mean, I have these wonderful polls that are showing wonderful numbers. But as you know, Lester, it doesn't mean that much, although it is certainly an indication that you're doing okay.
If you and Bernie Sanders do well here, what does that say about the American electorate right now, the mood of the country?
Well, it's very opposite, although we're very much the same on trade. The difference is he can't do anything about it. But what it's showing on both sides is that people are fed up with the people that are governing, with Republicans, with Democrats, the people that are governing. They've done a terrible job. And they look at him as an outsider, I guess, another word, and they look at me as an outsider, and they look at me as somebody that's had great success and that can turn the country around.
You have said a lot of shocking things on the road here, and I'm not going to go through them all. It no longer shocks us. But last night, you used a pretty vulgar term, repeating something someone in the crowd had said. And I'm wondering to myself, would you say that as President of the United States?
No,
with that seal on the podium?
Much different, much different.
So are you going to be a different guy as president than the one we see out here?
I went to the best school. I had, I was a good student. I have an uncle who was one of the top professors at MIT. I mean, there's a good gene pool right there. I have to do what I have to do, right?
So
Last night I had thousands of people. No, it's not an act. Last night I had thousands of people. We had a great time, and it wasn't my word. It was a word that a woman kept shouting, and she was shouting it and I only repeated the word, and the place was wild. Standing ovation, everybody loved it.
But that doesn't mean it was in good taste.
No, but I'll tell you what, when you're president, or if you're about to be president, you would act differently. But right now I'm running against, I started off with 17 people. Now we're down to a smaller number. It's soon going to be down to 5, probably. A lot of people. And you want to do, I mean, it's not a question of acting. I want to be different. You're being hit from 15 different sides. I want to be different. When you're president, you act in a different way. There's no question about that. And I would do that.
So the man we see behind the podium right now in the campaign, who pretty much says whatever comes to mind.
No, I don't say whatever comes to mind. In this case, it was almost like a retweet. It wasn't my word.
Right, but along the way, you've said a lot of things that have shocked.
Okay, sure.
Along the way.
And sometimes I do that for effect, to be honest with you, and I think that's fine. That's part of the.
But any undecided voter in New Hampshire right now is thinking, I like him, but boy, he's
some are saying, I love him because he's not politically correct. It wasn't a particularly bad word, by the way, but some are saying, I love him because he's not politically correct. Lester, people are so tired of people that are politically correct.
Right, there's political correctness, but there's also just plain old rude.
Oh, I don't think so. Well, I don't think it was rude. Look, I got a standing ovation. It wasn't my word. It was the woman. I said, the standing ovation is for you. I got a standing ovation. The place was having a good time. We're having a good time. We have to have a little bit of a good time.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.